Hello, fellow player characters. This is Dave on CRPG Dungeons and Dragons Night, and I'm going to be watching some Dungeons and Dragons memes. Figured I could use a little bit of a laugh. Let's hope I get a laugh. Let's go ahead and get this to full size. Now I got a few of these downloaded to my laptop, so I could just watch them without having to go through all of YouTube to find some. So I picked out about 5 or 6 of them, and they're fairly short. I think the longest one is about 10 minutes. Might be a little bit longer, but we'll see in a minute. So let's check them out.
When the marshal hears how much the diamond costs that was used to revive him. Why is being alive so expensive? I'm not even having a good time.
That's
The
about
party,
right.
confused why they can't find the vampire in town. The warlock and the party. The sea party trying to rob an old man. Do you yield? The old man and his 7 canaries. I do not. New player. I swear my character is original. Veteran DM who has seen it all.
Yep.
When
Okay.
players keep telling other players what to do during combat. Can you don't? Actually, any place or thing in the universe can be up to 104% perfect. That's how you got the cleric class.
Okay.
I've got the clothes from every career I've ever had. You've served an elder god. You haven't? It's
Okay.
time for you to look inward and start asking yourself the big questions. Why are 3 out of 5 of metallic dragons either copper or a copper alloy? The undead wizard who wanted to see if teleporting to the moon was possible. The warforged fighter who came along out of curiosity. The long forgotten guardian of the moon created by the first elves.
Yeah, they're running these by way too fast, so I barely have a chance to register what's happening.
Fighter, oh sorry ma'am, we didn't meant to bother you. The lycanthrope undressing, so she doesn't tear her clothing while destroying the party. My player who died by drinking turpentine. Me celebrating my first kill as a DM.
I never had that joy uh, of having a character drink turpentine, but I have had characters uh, get killed off. Eventually, I am going to get around to telling my campaign stories if I ever get around to them. It's like I wrote them down. It's just getting me reading them. It's the trick. So, but I promise to get around to them. But yeah, that's definitely me. I was excited. I'm like, yay! I finally killed the character off. Then I felt bad.
Spellcasters are so much more powerful than marshals. No spellcasters die so easily and have limited spell slots.
Yep.
My magic and your strength work together wonderfully. Our teamwork will be legendary. Welcome to heaven. To enter, you must be forgiven by everyone you killed. Well, I never killed anyone, so video games included. D&D players.
Oh God.
When the DM says they spent all week prepping for Spelljammer, but you check Steam and see they spent 60 hours playing Subnautica, worried laughter. Steal a man's wallet, and he'll be broke for a week. Show him role-playing games and shiny math rocks and he'll be broke for a lifetime.
This is true.
ODM of the pool, what is your wisdom? Metagaming is like salt. Too much ruins the dish, but just enough enhances it. When my friend asks what
Hold up. Our DM of the pool, what is your wisdom?
ODM of the pool, what is your wisdom?
Metagaming is like salt. Too much ruins the dish, but just enough enhances it. That's actually a deep thought right there.
Gaming is like salt. Too much ruins the dish, but just enough enhances it. When my friend asks what I'm waiting for all day, D&D time. We should take more inspiration from Asian roots in D&D. D&D is supposed to be medieval. I'll not ruin it with your weeb bullcrap. Mythology isn't anime, you fool, and Asia isn't just China and Japan. Players are ready to defeat the boss. Legendary actions. Wizards of the Coast, you have immunity to magical aging, but we do not grant you the rank of construct. This is outrageous. This is unfair.
True.
I'm the Oracle, I can answer any question you ask. How does the Rakshas's limited magic immunity work? What does it mean by effect? If a person who was revived by Revivify negatively affected him, would he be unalived? Any question but that. Why not become a spellcaster? Here's some things magic can do. Heal the injured, protect your friends, summon allies in battle, war crimes. My players' characters, if they actually use their class and subclass abilities. My players' characters. It's time for you to look inward and start asking yourself the big questions. Does owlbear have white meat or red meat?
Oh. That's... oh. That's not even the question that's ever been asked or thought about. Because I don't think anybody I've played with has ever questioned whether or not they wanted to eat an owlbear. 9 times out of 10 they wanted one as a pet or a bodyguard.
How it feels when your investigation rolls aren't quite high enough to learn what you need to know. Greetings, Frank the human boy. How did you almost know my name? I have approximate knowledge of many things. What your DM says. Great job peacefully resolving that situation. What your DM actually means. Still too much of a coward to fight a pregnant woman. I see.
What? Okay, let me read that one again. What your DM says. Great job peacefully resolving that situation. What your DM actually means. Still too much of a coward to fight a pregnant woman, I see. I've actually rewarded people when they think outside of the box, other than just combat, so don't know what they're going on about.
Never ask a bard his body count, a fighter his body count, and a necromancer his body count. Finishing a boss fight with 1 HP left. Robs solving murders. Clerics solving murders. Welcome back. Who killed ya? My players solving murders. Well, of course I know him. He's me. Basilisk confused why its petrification isn't working. Barbarian with +10 to con saves asserting dominance. Internet. Oh, you play Tiefling, that means you're LGBTQ, right? You understand you just insulted my entire race of people. But yes. When your girlfriend is playing D&D for the first time, and she has elderly dwarf barbarian pull down his pants as a distraction mid-combat. Me, it's beautiful. When the sorcerer uses subtle spell to cast power word kill. Ah yes, aggressive perception. Your blood exists. Death kisses is for me. DM. Alright, so the merit makes 2 slam attacks against you, and you take 120 damage. Player, wait, what? It has to make an attack roll, doesn't it? Merit. Who decided that? Monk who made D&D their dump stat, but decided to multi-class into wizard anyway. I'm doing 1000 calculations per second, and they're all wrong.
Oh god.
Depressed. After landing a killing blow with vicious mockery. Player dumps intelligence for their wizard. The table. We are not qualified to be your judges. We have no law to fit your crime. After all, why not? Why not write lore about my campaign? The players will never see. Player, real 4-year-olds wouldn't start crying if I tripped them. Me the DM. Visible confusion. My spell slots at the start of the session. After one encounter.
Yeah.
The dragon with blind sight watching the invisible rogue walk right up to him. The rogue still having advantage and sneak attack cause it's invisible. We grant you your place as a weapon attack, but we do not grant you the title of weapon. What? This is outrageous. This is unfair. How can I count as a weapon attack, but not as a weapon? Take a seat. Young unarmed strikes. Seems he resists non-magical damage. Guess you just have to be useless this encounter. No, it is unfair to encounter an enemy with resistances before we can have magic weapons. Thanks for casting magic weapon on my sword, bro. It's cool. Now you deal full damage again. And I still have my action left to cast a cantrip.
Nice.
Me DMing a year ago. No, the only player able to track enemies cancelled, and he is needed for the party to progress. Me DMing today. Lol. How should I know how my party progresses? I'm here to create problems, not solutions. He's probably thinking about other women. I wonder how long I can trick my DM into thinking I'm playing a paladin when I'm actually playing a fighter Asima build with the magic initiate feat. My next character is a shrine maiden. She's looking for adventurers to help her reseal a demon that escaped her shrine. DM. Alright, you know the demon that escaped is one of the harbingers of the apocalypse. D&D players, I roll to seduce the dragon. No, this is a fantasy game, not a dating simulator. Monster Hearts players, turn someone on. Okay. That's min-maxing.
Let's go back.
This is a fantasy game, not a dating simulator. Monster Hearts players, turn someone on. Okay.
Okay. Turn someone on. When you turn someone on, roll with hot. On a 10 up, gain a string on them and they choose a reaction from below. What? On a 7 through 9, they can either give you a string or choose one of the reactions. 1. Give myself to you. 1. Promise something I think you want, or I get embarrassed and act awkward.
Hey. That's min-maxing. It's not min-maxing. Me who doesn't know what's min-maxing and just enjoys the game my friend has prepped.
Yeah.
Wife, can you believe Sharon's husband spent $3,200 on a set of golf clubs? Who spends that much money on a hobby? Me.
Yeah.
The lich at the end of the dungeon. Joke character who is only there cause lucky rolls.
Actually, they weren't so much as funny as accurate. So, yeah, a lot of them I actually kind of agreed with. I was just chuckling at the fact of how accurate they were. Okay, let's watch the next one.
Players, you never warn us that the fight could be hard. GM, literally describing a Terisk and 2 ancient dragons.
I've had that happen. I flat out tell them it's going to be a tough fight, but then they get mad at me thinking, you didn't tell us it was going to be that, tough fight. Yeah, I did.
The paladin trying to stabilize the rest of the party after they got wiped by the dragon's AoE. The bard with 5 HP taking on the dragon alone to distract it.
Yeah.
Am I out of touch for making a character so strong it overshadows the entire party? No, it's the rest of the party's fault for making such weak and ineffective characters. One of my players explaining why he thinks a certain NPC is a traitor. Me the DM knowing the NPC is trustworthy, trying to understand what caused the player to distrust him. If you disrespect your patron, you lose your power. That just sounds like cleric with extra steps. The level 10 cleric when his divine intervention works on the first try. Signature look of superiority. Boblin the goblin, the rest of his tribe, who were not deemed lovable scribblers by the party.
Yeah.
Why does min-maxing make you a bad player? That's the neat part, it doesn't. The DM and the rest of the table, the 2 PCs role-playing a romance scene.
Yep.
Sure, I'll let you min-max. Just know that I can do it better. When the party wizard learns plane shift. Because hell is no longer a place only accessible after death. Kobolds before mom. Kobolds after mom.
Yeah, there was going to be one of those in this, I guess.
The cleric with sunbeam. You're just a cheap ducking knockoff. The divine soul sorcerer with sunbeam and quicken spell. Oh no, I'm the upgrade. Random adventurer. Wow, this sword is a masterpiece. I think I'll name it Beauty. Every beholder in a 100-mile radius.
Yep.
Lightning bolt fan. No, they took our material components. I can't do anything anymore. Fireball enjoyer. I shove my finger up my bad familiar's ass so I can cast fireball. Celestial warlock. This is cleric. He is pain in my assholes. I get chosen by holy beings. He gets chosen by holy beings. I get healing spells. He gets healing spells. I keep my spells. When I break my pact, he cannot afford. Great success. My very talented fiancé who has a degree in fine art. Me, my shitty scribbles of a hag's cabin I made for games night with the boys. Warlocks don't lose their powers when they break their contracts. I recognize the council has made a decision. But given that is a stupid ass decision, I have elected to ignore it. Yeah. Giving your players long odds in a cage fight to show how hard it will be. I might as well bet everything if I'm going to either win or die. DM. The demon moves to wizard to attack him. Wizard. It can't. The fighter is blocking its path. DM. And its use is the overrun action as its bonus action. Wizard. The what? Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. D&D. They're the same picture.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. The tower shield and a buckler are pretty much the same defense somehow.
Most warlocks with their patrons. Me with my patron.
Yeah.
Literally every wizard, and picking fireball at 5th level. Vecna the god Amarklich, picking lightning bolt. Players proceed to kill everyone in Barovia to starve the vampires. Me, I was not expecting that, but I was expecting not to expect something, so it doesn't count. I can smite with my fists. What? Paladins can smite with an improvised weapon. As long as I'm wearing armor, striking someone with a gauntleted fist should. Jesse, if you want it that badly, you could just say so. The paladin explaining why everyone needs to be within 10 feet of them. Apes together strong.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing a rogue for our group. We need the stealth or trap skills. You wake up missing 200 gold. I love my warlock powers. But I don't want to obey my patron. But I sure do love my, where are my warlock powers?
Okay. Yeah. Again, I agree with most of them, so they weren't that funny. But I was chuckling at the fact of how accurate they were. Again. Okay.
A new character. Me on session 1. The DM. Me. Being a DM sounds fun. Imposter syndrome and loss of social life.
Yeah.
The beg. A suspicious NPC. The party. Rogues solving murders. Clerics solving murders.
No. Go back.
Loss of social life. The beg. A suspicious NPC.
A suspicious NPC. Yeah. I've had that happen way too many times. I'm going like, oh, we got the BBEG right here. Yeah, right here. And the party's going over, then all of a sudden they just take a side road and you're just sitting there going like...
Party. Rogues solving murders. Clerics solving murders. Welcome back. Who killed you? My player's solving murders. Well, of course I know him. He's me. POV your player's cancelled. Party, have we got enough rations to reach the mountains? Lizard folk, maybe the real rations are the friends we made along the way. Hold up. Way of the open hand monks. Beware monsters, I will flurry of blows and quivering palm you. Way of the 4 elements monks. Why no key? POV. Wizard reached level 5. The party after a short rest in ring palm you.
Let me look at that one.
4 elements monks.
I recognize the picture. I know the picture. That's a classic. Wizard reached level 5. Yeah.
Wizard reached level 5.
Burn down the building you're trying to rescue
in the final dungeon. I had 1 hour of sleep, 1 brownie and 2 shots of espresso, and I am ready to either fight God or die trying. I bet he's thinking about other women. If the game is called Dungeons and Dragons and there is a dungeon master, is there a dragon master? Learning D&D from the rulebook. Learning D&D from friends. Learning D&D from YouTube. Learning D&D from memes. Goblin leader. The adventurers are coming. The goblin with the funny name. The party trying to play a serious campaign. My tabaxi PC who joined the party to fund his crippling addiction to cheese. Cult leader. Warlock. Offers to take place. When you're about to make a ranged attack and the rest of the party is between you and the monster. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Yeah.
DM. Time to divide up the XP. Party. Yay with this we can level up. DM. No, it's also shared with the NPC who helped you. Why must you hurt me in this way? Paladin.
Yeah.
Hey, has anyone seen the Bard and Rogue? They were here 60 seconds ago. The Bard and Rogue. 500 gold deep in an illegal alley gambling game.
Yeah.
Hello. Did you like this? Should I make more like this alongside the Discord videos?
Let's just jump to the next
The
one. Yeah, so far I'm not really laughing, but more in agreement with half of them. And then a lot of them give me a little bit of a chuckle, but that's about it. I'm not like rolling on the floor, losing my shit. So, oh well.
Party. Their bag of holding. When you play an artificer, but you're not that creative. Knife French. When the BBEG summons Tiamat, so your party decides to summon Bahamut, let them fight.
Yep.
So-called free thinkers, when their wizard hits level 5. This dude wants to play as a girl. See, no one cares.
Yep.
Me planning D&D sessions for my players that both challenge them in new ways and play to their strengths. Me trying to plan a date with my girlfriend. When the DM is tired of the bard constantly trying to seduce their NPCs, so they take drastic measures.
We're cutting off some heads.
Running a horror campaign. Running a body horror campaign.
Oh god.
The DM making the gods of a setting mortal and fallible that when killed, must be replaced for interesting world building. So you're saying I can become a god? Me needing ideas for my campaign. Fear and hunger. DM ending the session after another easy encounter, me wondering what a death save feels like. Meta gamers, what are you doing? We are headed to Troll Canyon. We need to be using fire damage. Me who will purposely make horrendously detrimental decisions, if my character reasonably wouldn't know any better. You versus Druid he tells you not to worry about.
Oh.
A book series I stumbled upon while at Baines and Noble, me looking for things to put in my campaign. When the enemy has a bronze dragon on their side, players, are we the baddies? D&D Battle and Brawl. Carefully curated audio atmospherics for your RPG table. People who don't know. People who know. The campaign setting I'm expecting to create. The campaign setting the players actually ask for.
Yeah.
It's Greg, our missing party member. Open the gate. He's being chased by giants. Close the gate. Greg is a dwarf. Open the gate a little. The 4 horsemen of my fantasy setting is different. Floating islands. Every authority figure is corrupt, when not outright evil. Race is inspired by a video game. DM's poorly disguised kinks.
Oh god.
4 adults working together. A puzzle for babies.
Yeah.
When the DM uses a monster's legendary resistance after the warlock burns a spell slot. You can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed. Me, making an emotional and friend-seeking lizard folk wizard. D&D veterans. Not scientifically possible. POV you just saw the paladin get one shot at first turn of combat.
Yep.
No, that is not how that works. Haha, negative damage on a hit deals. Go burr. A gargantuan monster's attacks should be AoE instead of single target. Until next time nerds.
Go Skeletor.
The Raug with 5 HP left. The GM telling them to roll a con save after drinking the health potion they pickpocketed from the Lich's belt. It's hard to believe my players will be exploring a vast original world I've painstakingly created for our campaign. Because they're not. I stole most of it from Lord of the Rings and anime.
Yeah, that's
My
about right.
players. Okay guys, let's not be murder hobos and try to talk this through. Me the DM. Guys, it's a werewolf, it has rabies, and it's full moon, please just fight for once. GM, yeah, this enemy has a fighter stat block, just a few levels higher than you. D&D players. Pathfinder players. Gary Gygax, I made a game about playing mythical creatures and killing demons. The media in 1979. A natural 20 with plus 10 on the Arcana check. Your character is confident they know nothing about this. DM. DM, you must defeat the chess master constructor pass. Artificer, we must outwit the machine at its own game. Barbarian, I smash it. Cleric resurrects BBEG's family, thus removing his need for revenge. BBEG declares he realized long time ago that his goal is greater than just his own revenge. Min-maxed level 5 ranger getting his second attack. Said ranger watching all the enemies simply lay on the ground. Teacher, the 5 senses are smell, hear, feel, taste and see. Me, I can hear pictures. Teacher, you can't hear pictures. Silly. Me. The shy player who just dropped an epic one-line response to the BBEG. The rest of the party. The proud DM, whose feelings just got hurt little. Are you going to sleep? Yes I am. Now shut up. If someone casts wish, and wish to destroy all evil, what would happen?
Huh?
Player, my character comes from a happy family he deeply cares for.
Okay, let me go back to this one. Someone casts wish and wish to destroy all evil, what would happen? That is a very legitimate question. And I hope never
Casts wish and wish to destroy all evil, what would happen?
Huh?
Player, my character comes from a happy family he deeply cares for. DM, you have a right to a tragic backstory. If you don't have a tragic backstory, one will be provided for you. Player, sorry I have to drop out of the campaign. The DM who just planned to start an entire story arc for their character next session.
Yep.
Did you finally do it? Did you break free from Wizards OGL? Yes. What did it cost? Everything.
Yep.
Character should never die because of bad rolls. Players get really emotionally attached to their characters. Fudge to make a better story. Blank sheets are in the printer tray. Have your PC actually be scared in a dark fantasy campaign or draw 25. 5e players.
Yep.
You make the most broken character build imaginable from the internet. The DM refuses to exclusively do fights on an open plane, and when they do the party won't stall the fight the 76 rounds necessary for your build to shine. If you like this, you must also be okay with this. Both is good.
Yeah.
DM, and the enemy takes his legendary action. My new player party. The what? I bang battle masters from my game. Because their features are now baseline for the fighter. Okay guys, this is an adult red dragon. We need to play this carefully before we begin the fight. I think we should. I roll to seduce the dragon. Harnat 20, that means I win. The entire table. Quarterstaff, gun china, Chinese wizards. A glass bottle costs 2 GP. A glass bottle of honey costs 1 GP. Take the honey out of the bottle and sell the bottle for 2 GP. Repeat. Me remembering the time I spent 5 hours painting a dragon miniature for a huge battle, but my players just talked their way out of the situation instead. Druid, who was just kicked out of cat shape, animal abuser. I get up in the morning and put my armor on. That's metagaming. The DM allows you to kill a cultist by casting Create Water in their lungs. The cult's leader immediately casts Create Water inside of your lungs. The party stands at the crossroads and decides which of the 2 towns they wanna go, but they have only the illusion of choice. Since I have prepared only 1 town for this session, players decided to split up and visit both towns. Players decided to split up and visit both towns. I throw my player's character in a jail cell with an anti-magic cuff on, and have a convenient guard walk by for them to pick the keys to the cell off of. They have their character dislocate their own thumb so they can slip the cuff off before teleporting out of the cell.
Got some good points on that one. Let me go back. What was that one? Yeah, Gary Gygax. Gygax, but what can you tell AI?
Gygax. I made a game about playing mythical creatures and killing demons. The media in 1979.
Yep. The media lost its shit on that one. Okay, next one.
DM, you take
I think this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. Alright.
DM, you take 5 piercing damage. Caster, this is bullcrap, you're targeting me. DM, you take 38 piercing damage, 18 fire damage, 8 poison damage, and you need to roll a con save. Marshall, understood.
Yep.
Forever player, let me get this straight. You think it's okay to punish players for making stupid decisions? Forever DM, I do, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. My wisdom-based ranger. Will you please listen? I'm not a druid. The rest of the party, he is a druid.
Yeah.
Rangers, when they are finally fighting the right monster in the right terrain. Oh my god. Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. DMs. I'm once again asking why you hit down at PCs if everyone else in the world dies at 0 HP. DM of the pool, what is your wisdom? Intelligent enemies should only attack down at PCs if NPCs routinely get death saves, otherwise they are metagaming. What does this mirror do, Professor? It shows us nothing more or less than the deepest, most desperate desire of our hearts, a spellsword themed intelligence-based half-caster. Party of level 5 adventurers. 20 chickens with vicious mockery.
Eesh.
The werewolf mare after the cleric uses detect magic and threatens to reveal them to the public. Sure, I'll lose, but then I'll have nothing to lose.
Yep.
Balance these 6 males without letting them touch the wood. PCs with high intelligence, PCs with high wisdom. Force damage isn't bludgeoning damage, and radiant isn't fire. My parents. Can we try this Dungeons and Dragons stuff? Me. Not unless everyone gets real cool about a bunch of stuff really quickly. Bling, you level up. Multi-classes into monk. I just learned kung fu. D&D logic. Bodiless entity that can walk through walls. Can be beaten to death with a stick. Angry furry. Immune to stick damage. Doesn't even fetch. The healer at our table calculated his HP wrong. It was a clerical error. Never ask a woman her
That's
age,
terrible.
a man his salary, a D&D player how much they've spent on character art. Bards with emerald pen. Writing songs, books, and poems intensifies. Wizards with emerald pen. Unlimited spells known. I love Dungeons and Dragons. Love to actually play it someday. My friend making campaigns. My campaign starts with you guys being in someone else's nightmare. Me making campaigns. My campaign starts in a tavern.
Yep.
The DM and PC suddenly in a romantic scene neither of us wanted. How did it come to this? When you missed a session, but the group continued while you were gone. Why am I floating in a barrel? You're the most jealous patron I know. You know other patrons? Main campaign character. One-shot shenanigans character. My paladin under sanctuary spell using dodge action. City guards trying to capture him. I'll do anything you want for $50. My players needs a healer. Get in and I'll tell you about my setting while you read the PHP. DM's preparation for
Hold up. I'll do anything you want for $50.
you want for $50. Night.
So, yeah, you went and grabbed a hooker to play Dungeons and Dragons. That's legit.
Players needs a healer. Get in and I'll tell you about my setting while you read the PHP. DM's preparation for the session. The players.
Yeah.
D&D parties 20 years ago. D&D parties today.
Hold up.
Narration for the session, the players.
I need to
D&D
correct
parties
this one.
20 years ago. D&D parties today.
Yeah, it's always been this. I have yet to ever run into a game that's like this. It's always this.
Me, the DM, fully prepared to make my players RP the seduction of a random NPC. Seduce me. Casters at sleepovers. Let's summon a demon. Oh my god, this is gonna be so fun. Marshals at sleepovers. Who keeps summoning them? Tavern brawler feat doesn't set a size max of picking up furniture for weapons. Me with the throne of god 100x my size. When your players' theories for the plot are cooler than what you had planned, write that down. Write that down.
Yep.
Nobody. Arcane trickster rugs.
Well, I don't know about that last one. Okay, well, wasn't as funny as I thought it was gonna be. But it was kind of interesting. Put some thoughts in my head about other games I might want to play, but a lot of those were just too accurate to be funny. So thank you for watching. This is Dave on CRPG Dungeons and Dragons Night on YouTube and CRPG D&D Night on Twitch. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream, whichever comes first. Bye.